I think you're exactly right. I think that was the biggest difference in that game. We have done a good job of winning and making those types of plays. When you're going to play people that are going to play press man, overload the box, all the way back to, I remember, when I was at Maryland playing Florida State when they were really rolling, that's what they did. They overloaded the box, they played press man on the outside. We took shots, and we took shots down the field. I think we took at least 5, and we didn't make any of those. I think we got 3 pass interference plays. So if you look at that, we probably should have took a little bit more, especially early in the game. But I think that was the biggest difference in the game. We didn't make any of those plays that we've made in the past to loosen people up and have them have some second thought about playing such a high risk, high reward defense. That's what you have to do. You have to loosen people up. With Don and his style of defense, and where a lot of people are playing now, it's probably not going to take one big play to get him out of it. It's going to take multiple to loosen him up a little bit. So I think that is a great question and a great point. I think that was probably the bigger factor in the game than anything else. The best thing we can do to help our offensive line is to get one of those defenders out of the box. So covering people up, that's going to create space, by itself. I think it's a little bit different situation. Again, in my 22 years of doing this, I've never been a part of a team that's lost all 3 of their starting linebackers. Now, don't get me wrong. I've been around teams that have lost this guy for a game, or lost this guy for 2 games, or lost this guy maybe for a season. But to lose all of them for a significant amount of time at the same time, I've never been a part of that. I mean, that's like if you lost all 5 offensive linemen. I remember a few years ago back, I think Maryland lost 4 quarterbacks in one season, or 3 quarterbacks. They were on their 4th quarterback, or whatever it is. Whenever you lose that many guys at one position, the recruiting and development and that depth is important. But I don't know if you can ever handle 3 to 4 to 5 injuries at one position. And then, obviously we're not even factoring Jan Johnson into that conversation as well. I think it's a unique situation. So, I like our plan moving forward. I like how those kids came in and played. And I'm excited the step that they're going to take, like the step that Cam Brown's going to take from last week to this week, I think is going to be considerable. And I think as the year goes on, that will happen. I think Manny's done some really nice things. That first play of the game, the play he made, that shows what he has the ability to do. And then I think, B. Smith has had, has been successful. Has been successful and done some nice things in the games that he's played. Having him back is going to help. He has a calming effect on our guys in the middle. And then Cooper, is going to have a factor as well and continue to develop. So I think it's a little bit of an extreme situation. To be honest with you, I've had that discussion with our medical staff and the coaches and the administration as well. I'm not sure. I mean, there's a lot of factors that could go into it. It could go into it, our set of circumstances over the last 3 to 4 years, having reduced roster and guys taking a lot more reps than they would in a traditional situation. Does that factor into it? Is it nutrition? Is it sleep? Is it sports science? Is it a lot of factors? Is it just a streak of bad luck? I think it's probably a little bit of all those factors, like most things in life. But yeah, it's hard to say right now. I think we'll probably look back at it. The only thing I can do is take my 22 years experience and say what is different now compared to other places I've been. And there's really only a few criteria that are different here than other places.